Archaeologists have discovered a vast tunnel under an ancient Egyptian temple that may lead to Cleopatra's lost tomb.
For several years, historians and archaeologists tirelessly searched for the elusive tomb of the infamous Queen Cleopatra, anticipating the invaluable insights it could provide into the life, legacy, and secrets of the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt. However, in the modern era, advancements in technology and archaeological methodologies have played a pivotal role in unraveling numerous ancient mysteries. Guess what? The tomb of arguably the most famous female ruler in recorded history has finally been found. What clues led to this phenomenal discovery? What undisclosed mysteries of that ancient civilization have been brought to light? Let's find out. It was in 1998 that archaeologists made a shocking discovery while searching for Cleopatra's tomb. They unearthed Cleopatra's palace in Alexandria, marking a significant milestone in their quest. Led by Frank Gaudio, the team of experts uncovered a wealth of captivating treasures, such as artifacts, coins, pottery, vases, basins, statues, and marble floors. These remarkable findings, unseen for almost 2 millennia, provided a glimpse into the opulence and grandeur of the Ptolemaic dynasty. Despite this celebrated achievement, the search for Cleopatra's actual tomb was far from over, until now. In a surprising turn of events, the lost tomb of Queen Cleopatra has finally been discovered, bringing an end to centuries of searching. What makes this discovery even more astounding is what was found inside and around the tomb. Stay tuned to explore the mysteries of this groundbreaking find and discover how these astonishing revelations will reshape our understanding of history. But to begin this unforgettable journey through time, we need to understand some context. Let's take you back to ancient Egypt, a time of intrigue, power struggles, and the rise of one of history's most captivating figures, Cleopatra, also known as Cleopatra VII Philopator. She was not merely a seductress who relied solely on her beauty to manipulate men, but a complex individual with a hunger for power, employing desperate measures to achieve her goals. Cleopatra was an intelligent and multilingual female pharaoh who asserted her authority over Egypt and other regions. Her extraordinary presence and captivating personality, combined with her conversational skills, made her truly unforgettable. Cleopatra's story begins in ancient Egypt, where she was born into a family of noble lineage. She belonged to the renowned Ptolemaic dynasty, a line of rulers with a rich history. However, her upbringing took place in a politically unstable climate, with power struggles and rivalries tearing the kingdom apart. Amidst the chaos, Cleopatra's family became entangled in a complex web of alliances and betrayals. To secure her place on the throne, Cleopatra was compelled to marry her brother, Ptolemy VIII. Together, they were expected to bring prosperity to Egypt. However, their partnership was far from harmonious, creating a twist in events. Cleopatra soon realized that her brother lacked the wisdom and strength necessary to govern a kingdom. She understood the importance of becoming a formidable leader, one who commanded respect and loyalty. Armed with her sharp intellect and magnetic presence, Cleopatra embarked on a journey to win over the hearts and minds of her people. She faced numerous challenges in her quest to establish her authority, but her remarkable combination of intelligence, education, and linguistic prowess set her apart. Cleopatra was not only well-versed in her native Egyptian language, but also fluent in multiple languages, including Greek and Latin. This linguistic dexterity allowed her to communicate effectively with a wide range of people, fostering connections and understanding beyond the borders of Egypt. One of Cleopatra's primary endeavors as a leader was the modernization of Egypt and the strengthening of its economy. She recognized the importance of innovation and progress and implemented reforms aimed at improving infrastructure, agriculture, and trade. Under her leadership, Egypt flourished. Advancements in irrigation systems, expanded trade networks, and increased agricultural productivity brought prosperity to the kingdom and elevated its status on the world stage. Cleopatra was not only a visionary when it came to internal affairs, but also a master of diplomacy. She forged strategic alliances with influential leaders of her time, most notably Julius Caesar, the powerful Roman general and statesman. Cleopatra's collaboration with Caesar not only secured her position on the throne, but also benefited Egypt in numerous ways. She utilized her influence to negotiate favorable trade agreements, ensure the protection of Egyptian interests, and establish a strong bond between Egypt and Rome. Following Caesar's assassination, Cleopatra's attention turned to Mark Antony, another influential Roman leader. Their romance became legendary, immortalized in paintings, songs, and literature. Cleopatra bore 3 children for Mark Antony, solidifying their bond. Their alliance was not only political, but also romantic, and together they formed a formidable force. Cleopatra's diplomatic skills played a crucial role in maintaining a stable relationship between Egypt and Rome during a time of political turbulence. Cleopatra's reign was not solely focused on politics and the economy. She also made significant contributions to the cultural and intellectual development of Alexandria, the capital of Egypt. Under her patronage, Alexandria became a center of learning and artistic brilliance. Cleopatra's most notable contribution was the famous Library of Alexandria, a beacon of knowledge that attracted scholars and intellectuals from all corners of the world. However, as Cleopatra's influence over Mark Antony grew, their relationship faced significant disapproval. Octavian, feeling betrayed by his friend's behavior towards his sister, became resentful. The once strong friendship between Mark Antony and Octavian began to fade, leading to a war against Mark Antony and Cleopatra. The Battle of Actium marked Octavian's ascension as the sole emperor of Rome and signaled the end for Mark Antony and Cleopatra. Despite their efforts, they were forced to flee, and ultimately, tragedy struck. According to various sources, it is said that after being misinformed of Cleopatra's suicide, Mark Antony stabbed himself multiple times. He was then carried to Cleopatra, where she wept profusely, calling him her master and husband. She smeared his blood on her face, covered him with her cloth, and dressed herself in royal attire. Cleopatra attempted suicide several times but failed. In the end, she let a live poisonous cobra snake bite her, causing her to die from its venom. The events of Cleopatra's suicide were confirmed by her physician Olympus, making this version the most trusted among other possible versions. The story of Cleopatra is one of love, diplomacy, and a passionate pursuit of sustaining her dynasty's legacy. She was not just a seductive figure, but a brilliant and multifaceted leader who left an indelible mark on history. From her rise to power in a politically tumultuous Egypt to her strategic alliances with influential leaders, Cleopatra's story is one of ambition, intellect, and resilience. Her linguistic prowess and ability to connect with people from different backgrounds allowed her to transcend cultural barriers and foster strong relationships. Cleopatra's reforms and focus on modernizing Egypt's infrastructure, agriculture, and trade brought prosperity to the kingdom and elevated its standing on the world stage. Beyond politics and the economy, Cleopatra's patronage of the arts, sciences, and literature in Alexandria created an environment of creativity and intellectual growth. The Library of Alexandria, a testament to her commitment to knowledge, attracted scholars and intellectuals from far and wide. However, Cleopatra's romantic involvement with Mark Antony stirred controversy and led to her downfall. The disapproval of Octavian, Mark Antony's friend, and the subsequent war against them marked the end of their alliance. The Battle of Actium resulted in heavy losses for Cleopatra and Mark Antony, leading them to flee. This is the pivotal moment in their story which eventually led to mysteries that were hidden for centuries. Now, we are about to unravel the hidden truths surrounding their deaths. To fully appreciate the excitement and terror that accompanies the discovery of Cleopatra's tomb, we must first answer a few essential questions. Why is Cleopatra's death and the discovery of her tomb such a big deal? The final moments of Cleopatra and Mark Antony were nothing short of heart-wrenching, etching their names into the annals of legend. Their story begins with their defeat in the Battle of Actium, where they sought refuge in Egypt, only to be relentlessly pursued by Octavian's forces. Antony, consumed by anger at Cleopatra for her role in their defeat, initially harbored resentment towards her. However, in time, They managed to reconcile and find solace in each other's arms in the vibrant city of Alexandria. But Cleopatra soon realized that Octavian would forever view her as an enemy, and she understood that he would seize her and her children, parading them as trophies of his victory in Rome. Faced with this grim fate, Cleopatra made a devastating decision that would plunge her into eternal sorrow. She sent a message to Antony, informing him that she had taken her own life. Upon receiving this heart-wrenching news, Antony was consumed by grief and despair. Unable to bear the weight of his loss, he chose to end his own life by falling upon his sword. While classical writers present varying accounts of Cleopatra's death, with some suggesting that her physician Olympus documented it without specifying the cause, the prevailing narrative indicates the involvement of an Egyptian cobra known as an asp. Strabo and other early sources claimed to have witnessed Cleopatra's suicide, or at least been present in Alexandria at the time. These accounts, written a century later, likely drew from Olympus's historical record. According to the tale that has captivated generations, Cleopatra had an asp brought to her concealed within a basket of figs. She allowed the deadly serpent to bite her, sealing her tragic fate. The exact date of her death is believed to be either August 10th or 30 BCE. However, there are alternative theories that propose a more sinister plot, suggesting that Octavian, a powerful figure in the Roman Empire, orchestrated Cleopatra's murder to solidify his hold on the empire. Others hypothesize that she may have chosen to die by poisoning herself or even suffocation by placing a bag over her head. Regrettably, with only fragmented accounts and no concrete evidence, the truth surrounding Cleopatra's death remains a mystery, leaving us to wonder if the full story will ever be unveiled. Adding to the sorrow surrounding Cleopatra's demise is the mystery surrounding her final resting place. Despite the passage of over 2 millennia, the tomb of Antony and Cleopatra has yet to be discovered, leaving historians and archaeologists intrigued and tirelessly searching for clues to unravel this compelling mystery. After their defeat in 30 BCE, the Roman leader Octavian permitted Cleopatra and Antony to be buried together, while their children were taken to Rome to be raised as Roman citizens. It is believed that Emperor Augustus agreed to let Cleopatra, a pharaoh, be buried with her lover Antony. Plutarch, the historian, suggests that they were likely mummified to preserve their bodies. Antony and Cleopatra were laid to rest in Cleopatra's mausoleum. Antony, who died by falling on his sword, was interred in the mausoleum 2 weeks prior to Cleopatra's death. As for Cleopatra, she died and was buried in the same mausoleum. The search for their tomb has captivated the imaginations of countless individuals. One theory proposes that their tomb is located in or near a temple called Taposiris Magna, southwest of Alexandria. This idea is supported by the Egyptian Antiquity Service. Another theory suggests that Cleopatra may have chosen a place called the Royal Necropolis at Al-Qurunfuda, a sacred burial ground on the western side of the Red Sea. These theories add an intriguing twist to the quest for their final resting place. But Alexandria remains the most popular guess, akin to a perplexing puzzle waiting to be solved. The tragic fate of Cleopatra and Mark Antony's children only deepens the sorrow surrounding their deaths. Octavian spared the lives of their 3 children and took them to Rome. However, the cruelty inflicted upon them is truly heartbreaking. Octavian made the children walk through the streets of Rome in golden chains and paraded behind a statue of their mother holding an asp snake. This act was undoubtedly humiliating and agonizing for the young heirs, but the tragic tale does not end there. Octavian's wickedness extended to the children's lives as well. First, he ordered the execution of Caesarion, the son of Julius Caesar. Such cruelty is difficult to fathom. Then, there were Alexander Helios and Cleopatra Selene, the surviving children of Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Technically, the rulers of Egypt after the deaths of their parents and their half-brother Caesarion were mere children thrust into a world of chaos and power struggles. Cleopatra sent them away to Thebes to keep them safe during the conflicts between their parents and Octavian. Eventually, they were brought back to their hometown of Alexandria when the situation seemed to have settled. However, the heartless ruler Octavian, driven by his insatiable desire for control over Egypt, took them to Rome with him. Cleopatra Selene, in a twist of fate, had a slightly different destiny. She was appointed Queen of Crete and the Cyrenaica in her own right by her father in the donations of Alexandria in 34 BCE. As the sole surviving member of the Ptolemaic dynasty, she was technically Queen of Egypt as well. At the tender age of 15, she was married to a man named King Juba II of Numidia. Following their marriage, Octavian assigned them the task of governing Mauritania, a region of significant importance. Cleopatra Selene's position as the queen, along with her marriage to King Juba II, led to this new responsibility in Mauritania. Now, let's get back to our main character and the recent discovery of her tomb. What efforts have archaeologists made in the discovery of Cleopatra's tomb? And what did they find in the tomb? Archaeologists have been on an unyielding quest for nearly 2 decades, driven by an insatiable desire to uncover the long-lost tomb of Cleopatra. Their tireless efforts have recently yielded some promising discoveries, offering a glimmer of hope in the search. Employing a myriad of methods, archaeologists have left no stone unturned in their pursuit. Meticulous excavations have been carried out at numerous sites across Egypt, with a particular focus on the Taposiris Magna Temple. Within these excavations, clues such as a massive tunnel have been unearthed, shedding light on the potential whereabouts of Cleopatra's mausoleum. But it's not just traditional excavation techniques that have been employed. Cutting-edge technology has played a pivotal role in this captivating quest. Geophysical surveys have been conducted, utilizing advanced tools to scan the underground landscape. Archaeologists have eagerly sought hidden structures or anomalies that might indicate the presence of a tomb. Ground-penetrating radar has proven invaluable, allowing them to penetrate beneath the surface and detect any telltale signs of hidden chambers or structures. In addition, satellite imagery has been meticulously scrutinized, scouring the Earth's surface for peculiarities or structures that could be linked to Cleopatra's tomb. However, the search for Cleopatra's tomb is not solely reliant on modern techniques. Historians have delved deep into ancient texts and documents, painstakingly sifting through historical accounts in a quest for clues that might pinpoint the location of the hidden tomb. The combined efforts of archaeologists and historians have finally paid off, leading to an incredibly exciting and unexpected discovery at Taposiris Magna in Egypt. The theory that Cleopatra and Mark Antony might be buried at Taposiris Magna gained traction, and recent findings have provided intriguing evidence to support this idea. In a tomb at Taposiris Magna, archaeologists unearthed 2 mummies. Initially, identifying the mummies posed a challenge due to the extent of damage inflicted upon them. Undeterred, the archaeologists employed X-ray technology, ultimately revealing that one mummy was that of a man, while the other was that of a woman. However, the intrigue deepens. There is a theory that these mummies could have been priests who played a crucial role in maintaining the pharaoh's power. One of the mummies features a scarab image painted with gold leaf, symbolizing rebirth. This discovery is nothing short of sensational, as it underscores the significance of the Taposiris Magna necropolis. To truly appreciate the significance of Taposiris Magna, we must delve into history. Built in the 3rd century BC by the pharaoh Ptolemy II, Philadelphus, Taposiris Magna was no ordinary city. Its centerpiece, the Taposiris Magna Temple, served as a sacred haven dedicated to the awe-inspiring god of death and the afterlife, Osiris. The temple itself was a marvel of geometry, stretching an astonishing 1,305 meters in length and standing at a modest 2 meters tall. Its complex architecture has earned it the reputation of a geometric miracle, comparable to the famous tunnel of Eupalinos in Greece. While certainty remains elusive, the evidence found at Taposiris Magna greatly bolsters the optimism that Cleopatra and Mark Antony may have found their final resting place there. What other incredible treasures and secrets lie waiting to be uncovered at this remarkable site? The possibilities are tantalizing, and we can only hope for more mind-blowing surprises. One individual who has dedicated her life to unraveling the mystery of Cleopatra's tomb is Dr. Kathleen Martinez, a Dominican lawyer, archaeologist, and diplomat. Dr. Martinez's remarkable journey began in 2004, when she first set foot in Egypt. It was during this visit that she had the opportunity to contact Zahi Hawassand, a renowned archaeologist and director of the Supreme Council of Antiquities. As she explored various temples, Dr. Martinez sensed that Taposiris Magna held the key to her quest, igniting her unwavering determination. For 14 years, Dr. Martinez and her team delved deep into the earth at Taposiris Magna, unearthing a treasure trove of artifacts believed to be connected to Cleopatra herself. Among their most astounding discoveries was a secret burial chamber hidden beneath the Egyptian sands for centuries. Within this chamber, not just one or two, but 10 mummies were found in 27 tombs belonging to Egyptian nobles. The identity of these mummies remains a puzzle waiting to be solved, but the mere existence of this burial chamber is a monumental breakthrough. One of the most captivating findings occurred when Dr. Martinez stumbled upon a collection of coins adorned with images of Cleopatra herself. As if that wasn't remarkable enough, she also uncovered carvings depicting Cleopatra and Mark Antony locked in a loving embrace. These findings offered a tantalizing glimpse into the lives of these historical figures. But the real breakthrough came in 2022, when Dr. Martinez's team made a stunning discovery beneath the Temple of Osiris at Taposiris Magna. Hidden deep underground, they uncovered a vast and astonishing tunnel. This revelation sparked hope within Dr. Martinez, as she believed that this tunnel could hold the key to finally uncovering Cleopatra's long-lost tomb. However, Dr. Martinez faced skepticism from the archaeological community. Historical records indicated that Taposiris Magna had no tunnels, casting doubt on her findings. Undeterred, she spearheaded an excavation project beneath the temple, unearthing an array of astonishing artifacts. Coins, skeletons, mummies, burial rooms, and tablets bearing the name of the temple silenced the skeptics and injected new life into the pursuit of Cleopatra's tomb. While these discoveries have caused quite a buzz in the archaeological community, there is still some uncertainty surrounding their significance. Experts debate whether the temple where Martinez made these findings is indeed the exact spot where Cleopatra and Mark Antony were laid to rest. Plutarch, who mentioned their burial together, did not provide specific details on the location, adding to the puzzle. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Dr. Martinez's team recently stumbled upon a headless statue of King Ptolemy IV at Taposiris Magna. This ruler held power over Egypt from 221 to 204 BC, making the statue a significant find. It offers a missing piece in the grand design of history, shedding light on the fascinating world of the Ptolemaic dynasty and its reign over Egypt. It's like finding a hidden treasure that unlocks a whole new chapter in the history books. In their recent excavations near Alexandria, Egypt, archaeologists made another extraordinary discovery. Beneath the temple of Taposiris Magna, they unearthed a hidden tunnel leading to an array of sanctuaries. But that's not all. They also found a sacred lake, adding to the mystique of this remarkable site. Over 1,500 objects, including busts, statues, and even golden pieces, adorned the area. But the most thrilling find was made at the very spot where priests would have made offerings to the gods. There, archaeologists uncovered 200 coins featuring none other than Cleopatra's name and her beautiful face. These coins were likely used as offerings, establishing a direct connection between Cleopatra and the temple. The anticipation builds, and the puzzle pieces of Cleopatra's story begin to fall into place. Some experts suggest that Cleopatra entrusted her body to the temple priests, with Dr. Martinez believing that she may have been laid to rest in the Temple of Osiris at Taposiris Magna. This ancient city, situated where the Nile River meets the Mediterranean on Egypt's northern coast, held symbolic significance for Cleopatra. She considered the temple a representation of her connection to the goddess Isis, whom she regarded as the human form. Her lover, Mark Antony, was thought to embody the god Osiris, Isis's husband. It's like a real-life myth, and it adds to the intrigue of the search for Cleopatra's final resting place. But amidst all the excitement, there are challenges to consider. Using artifacts as evidence has its limitations. Missing or deteriorated artifacts leave gaps in the evidence, making it difficult to solve the puzzle. Many artifacts are unique, posing challenges in their analysis and authentication. Accurately dating artifacts can be challenging, and archaeological evidence often lacks context and significance. Additionally, perishability and incomplete evidence further complicate the reliability of artifacts as evidence. Natural factors also come into play. Exposure to elements over time can weather artifacts, causing deterioration. Burying artifacts in the ground can lead to damage and degradation. How artifacts are excavated matters too, as mishandling can damage or contaminate them. Organic materials are highly vulnerable to decay, limiting their survival. Incomplete evidence from unexcavated sites or lost artifacts adds to the complexity. Despite these limitations and challenges, artifacts still offer valuable insights into the search for Cleopatra's tomb. Archaeologists must approach the evidence cautiously, considering its context and relying on multiple lines of evidence to support their conclusions. The quest for Cleopatra's lost tomb continues, with each discovery bringing us closer to unraveling the mysteries of the past. Thanks for watching another episode of Beyond Discovery. While you're still here, click on the other videos you see on your screen right now.